Today is Friday, August 29th, and it's time for Q&A. Do I have kids? What to eat for breakfast? When you don't eat eggs, like how to get protein. So easy. And my response to Johnny, who said on Facebook, "Come on, Grandma, you're not 20 anymore." Never said I was, Johnny. That's kind of the point, but we're going to get into that. So if you're seeing me for the first time, hi there, I'm Elizabeth from Happy, Healthy, and Hot. I'm a 59-year-old double certified health and weight loss coach, author, content creator, and three-time finalist in the Maximum CoverGirl competition. In my late 50s, competing with women mostly in their 20s and 30s because it is time to tell a new story about aging. You can love your body and your life at any age. You're right, Johnny. I'm not 20 anymore, and I'm glad because 59 is so much more fun because you really don't care. You can just enjoy your life. But let's dive into these questions and also some resources for you. I will link them here in the caption of this video. So if you like my content, highly recommend you sign up for my email newsletter. It's free and I'm not going to spam you. At most, you get like one email a week. I'm a one-man band here. I'm doing everything and you're not going to get spammed. There's no crazy funnels or any of that stuff. Also, if you specifically like my health and weight loss information, and that's mostly what my newsletter is, the best place to start, if you want to love your body and your life at any age, if you want to lose weight, eating real food and keep it off, is to check out my latest book, Happier, Healthier, and Hotter, High Protein, Low Calorie, Bikini Friendly Recipes. It is so much more than a cookbook. It pulls all of my weight loss strategies together into one place so you can take this and run with it. And I'm also going to link some other stuff like an amazing digital course that I have called Elevate with Elizabeth, my LTK shop where you can find all of my sexy, affordable fashion, including this outfit. I don't think she's word dupe, but it's this set that looks and feels like I wish you could touch this just like Lulu. But the entire set, $36. Yep. I've got it all here for you. I've got it all. So let's dive into these questions. Sherry asks, do I have kids? I have two beautiful adult children that, yes, I did give birth to. I have two kids. They were both born via C-section when I was in my early 30s. I gained 53 pounds with my first pregnancy and close to that with my second. And these are my 59-year-old, 5 years post-menopause abs on a random Friday morning. And to be honest, I'm not at my latest and tightest right now. I feel good. I'm maybe 5 pounds up from what I would consider my optimal weight, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. So the stuff that I share works. So I get that question a lot because so many people are like, oh, if you had kids, it would be different. Yeah, I have kids. I love my kids. My kids are amazing. And I got my body back and even better. And I went through menopause and my body's better. Everyone was telling me all the time, oh, wait till you hit 30. Okay. Wait till you hit 40. Okay. Oh, well, or wait till you have kids. Okay. Oh, just wait till menopause. Okay. Then I went through menopause and someone said, well, we'll wait till you turn 60. Okay. Okay. So we get to decide what our life looks like. And yes, our bodies change in a beautiful way. But I think we're told these stories that it's going to be a certain way. Oh, just wait. Yeah, just wait. Things are just going to keep on getting better. So you can absolutely love your body and your life at any age. And so many times I've shared my top 5 tips for flat belly, flat abs, all the things. It's all over. Go check it out. This stuff works. Brian said it's really hard to get protein. Like, how can I get protein at breakfast? Because I don't do eggs. Okay, I don't know if Brian doesn't like eggs, is allergic to eggs, whatever. Brian, it doesn't matter. You can still get plenty of protein at breakfast. In fact, I would say that eggs are not the best source of protein. Eggs are an amazing source of nutrients in general. And yes, the protein in eggs is very bioavailable. It's a really high quality protein. But one egg only has 6 grams of protein. If you're having 2 eggs for breakfast, that's 12 grams of protein. That's not enough for any grown ass adult. So If you do eat eggs for breakfast, great. Just make sure you're either getting plenty of eggs or you're adding some other things for protein. If, like Brian, you're not eating eggs, whether it's you don't like them, can't have them, whatever, so many other great protein sources. Let's start with some of the higher protein dairy options like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt. I love the Good Culture 2% cottage cheese. 1 cup, now it says the serving size is half cup. Yeah, that's not enough. A cup of that has 160 calories and 28 grams of protein. That's insane. Or Greek yogurt, very similar, about 160 calories if you're doing a 2% Greek yogurt, usually around 20 plus grams of protein. So either of those things are great ways to get protein, to boost the protein of what you're already using. Like if you are eating eggs, I love to scramble some cottage cheese into the eggs. Um, but and I always say, like the best way to get more protein is to eat more protein, like just to increase the serving sizes of your protein foods. So if you bump that cottage cheese up to a cup and a half, what is that, like 42 grams of protein? I just did the math in my head really quick, I think. A lot of protein. Um, so like you could do a cup and a half of a high quality cottage cheese and some fruit. You're getting over 40 grams of protein, some fiber, all types of nutrients. So happy. Um, Fish is great for breakfast. And you're like, wait, what, Elizabeth? That sounds great. No, like, what about smoked salmon? Super high in protein. I don't do bagels, but you could put it on some type of bread that works for you. I don't really do bread. Cottage cheese, I mean, cream cheese or no. Either way, that's amazing. Some turkey sausage. I have the most amazing, some of the ones in the store are loaded with crap. I have in my cookbook, Happier, Healthier, and Hotter. I have the most amazing turkey breakfast sausage recipe that comes together with supermarket ingredients, high protein, low calorie, tastes like the most delicious breakfast sausage, but no crap in it. That's a great protein source, again, with or without eggs. Leftovers from the night before. I can eat I ate cold burgers for breakfast when I was in Cape May in July. My sister made amazing grass-fed burgers with cheese and just then the leftovers we put in the fridge or just literally grab a cold burger out of the fridge and eat it. It was delicious. So it's not hard. Oh, that's right. That's right, Brian, you don't do eggs. But for those of you that do, if you're saying I don't have time to cook breakfast, that's another thing. I get in my cookbook so many recipes for egg bakes, which are great to make ahead. Okay, now we're going to talk to Johnny, who we're not really talking to Johnny. Johnny's been blocked, but Johnny said, come on, Grandma, you're not 20 anymore. I never said I was, Johnny. In fact, that's kind of my whole message. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and I was born in 1966. My whole point is that you can love your body and your life at any age, and you can wear whatever you damn well please, and you can do whatever you damn well please. You don't have to cut. I I am at a point in my life, post menopause, turning 60 in a year, where we, and when I say we, I mean women, have been conditioned because the men, it's cool. They can have a big beer belly and walk around without a shirt on. Nobody really cares. Or they can look hot. There's a lot of hot men out there who are 50s, 60s, 70s, really in great shape. No one says anything when they're walking around without a shirt on. But when a confident woman of a certain age struts her stuff in a bikini, it makes some people, like Johnny, uncomfortable. So, Johnny, I never said I was 20. I don't want to be 20. I love being 59. I love being hot. I love flaunting my beautiful body in a bikini. I love wearing clothes that I feel amazing in. And I'm not really concerned with who they were designed for or what age group they're for. So I just find it, and what's so interesting about these comments is I seem to get more of them on Facebook than I do on Instagram lately. There's always some grammatical errors or spelling errors in there. And that's why, I mean, when I share these comments, sometimes it is to be able to get a point across and maybe preach a little bit. So much of it is just for humor because they're funny. And especially when you show the profile picture. Um, but also, the police just went by. It's also to remind, it's kind of weird of a quiet neighborhood. It's also to remind everybody that no matter what you are doing, um, I don't know what's going on. There's little sirens in my very quiet mountain neighborhood. Um, so I will be ending the Zoom in a minute to check in with my neighbors. But I post these as a reminder that no matter what you're doing, it's going to make some people uncomfortable. And you know what? That's okay. That's on them.